guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. This is your Monday motivational video for your day and for the rest of your week. Hope you guys had a great weekend. My weekend was pretty good. I didn't do anything crazy, but let's see. So Tyrone has got a video up where he plays the game Operation for the first time. That's a childhood game of mine. It was one of my favorite games, and last night I don't remember it being this frustrating. I really don't. I guess as you get older, you lose patience. When you're younger, it's all fun and games, literally. But yeah, go and check out how that went, because that was a total wow. But yeah, so that was pretty fun. I completed my 10-week juice fast, so I'm gonna have a video up for that so you guys can know what I went through and everything. Aside from that, I was able to cook for the first time in 10 weeks yesterday, and that was blissful, honestly. Other than that, you guys, I just had a really nice weekend with Tyrone. You know, I did some work. Same old same, but I don't know. Like, I always, around this time of year, just start to feel cozy and want to stay home a little more than being out. But I mean, it is what it is. I think the other day we went to the mall, we went shopping. It was pretty nice. It was really nice. So we did that, and that was my weekend. And here we are, Monday, back to the work week for everyone, including myself. But anyway, today I just want to give you guys some encouragement. So, you know, So there's been a lot of times in my life where I have been surrounded by storms, and I don't mean that in a physical sense. I mean that in a sense of mental storms, emotional storms. You know, and sometimes, a lot of the times, we look at things that are happening around us, and we sometimes, you know, feel like, oh my God, everything is falling apart. Everything is just clashing. Nothing is going right. And I'm here to tell you that sometimes storms are meant to redirect you. And I know a couple of years ago, like, I felt like everything was just piling on top of everything else. And I didn't see it while it was happening. When you're in the midst of a storm, when you are in the middle of a storm, it's hard for you to see what's causing it or why it happened. It's hard for you to even see if there's a way out or what the other side looks like. You think that the other side is full of destruction. Like, if you think about it, an actual storm like a hurricane or, you know, a tornado or something, it's coming and you see everything flying all over the place, and you don't know what everything is going to look like until the storm is over. And then a lot of the times you see the destruction after the storm, and it's like, man. But some people, you know, maybe a lot of people, I mean, thank God that I've never been in the middle of something like that. I know people who have. I have family who have. And, you know, after a storm, it's time to rebuild and restore. And you know, sometimes when you restore and rebuild, you rebuild stronger than before, because you want to make sure that the next storm that comes around, you don't want it to cause the destruction that it caused this time around, right? And if you think about it in that sense, it kind of makes sense when you have these emotional or mental storms where, oh my gosh, I don't know what the other side of this is going to look like. But then when you get through the storm and you understand, okay, this storm was pretty strong this time, but I sustained it. I was strong enough to get through it. How do I rebuild myself? How do I strengthen myself again? Stronger than before. You know what to look for. You know how to prepare. You know, sometimes life will throw things at you that you're not prepared for. And in those moments, you start to understand how strong you are, how much you are, you know, built to withstand. And so a lot of the times, you know, with me personally, I went through a storm years ago where literally things were happening back to back to back. Like, you know, my horrible relationship got even worse at the time. and there was a lot of emotional and mental abuse there, um, to the point where I fell into depression, lots of anxiety, lots of stress. I didn't know where I was going to go or what I was going to do. A few months after that, a friend of mine had gotten murdered. The month after that, my car got totaled. And so I got to a point where I was like in the dark. Literally, I was in darkness. And I'm like, this is the biggest storm that I have ever gone through. This is the darkest time of my life. I don't know what the other side of this is going to look like. I know that at that point, I was torn apart mentally, emotionally, physically. I was worn out. But it redirected me in many, many ways. Redirected me. Um, my faith got stronger. I was able to be put in a position to get a brand new car. A couple of years after that, I was able to get into a very healthy relationship, as you guys can see. I was able to heal. I'm stronger than ever before. I'm healthier than I ever was. Um, I'm in the best place that I've ever been in my life in its entirety. And although, my life isn't what I thought it was going to look like 20 years ago when I wanted kids, I wanted to be married, I wanted this, I feel like I couldn't ask for a better outcome at this point, and anything else that comes into my life at this point is a bonus because my priorities changed. The way I looked at things changed. At that point, I was looking to, be in a healthy space physically and mentally and emotionally, which I was and I am now, you know, um, being in a healthy relationship where I'm loved safely, not only properly, but safely in all aspects, which I am. And so all those things hold a lot more weight to me than they did before. And so, the storms redirected me to take things on a little better, to look at things a little bit differently, and to, look at things in a way to where I'm in a space where I know what I'm allowing and not allowing. So I just want to encourage you guys to do the same. If you feel that you have been, or somebody who is in the midst of a storm, no matter what it looks like, look at the lesson in it, and look at it as redirection. Don't look at the storm that you are going through as something destructive that's trying to break you down. Everything that is broken down can be rebuilt stronger with a stronger foundation. And so that's how you kind of have to look at yourself, your self-work. When you're doing self-work, when you're doing mental health work, when you're doing emotional work, when you start to rebuild from the ground up, you begin to understand how sturdy you are, how important it is to have a strong foundation, how important it is to make sure that you are prepared mentally, emotionally, and physically. And so I just want to encourage you guys, give you guys an encouraging word. This too shall pass. I know that sounds cliche, but it is true. You will come out stronger. You will come out better. You will come out a lot more sturdier than before. And you'll find your resource, and you'll find your ways to get through the storm as well. And it's not going to be the last. So just think of it that way. Life is full of storms. Life is full of ups and downs. And it's how you handle them that brings on an outcome that you can handle, you can prepare for, and you can feel good about because of the way that you handle it. So yeah, so hopefully you guys aren't dealing with any storms this Monday, but if you are, I hope this message encouraged you all. And leave your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed this message. Let me know how you guys are doing, how your weekend was. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!